Hi, this is Fazan again. Welcome to part 2 of the topic of reverse percentages. In this video, we'll look at some more questions on this topic. Sometimes the wordings are a little tricky because you're expecting the question to be similar and it's trying to fool you. So read the question very carefully. Let's just discuss the two methods available first. I'm sure there are more. It's just these are the two most common ones. One's my way, proportion-wise, and the other one's a multiplier. Yeah. So if it said I paid £160 for a suit after a 20% discount, then what was the original price? You know your original price is always 100%. So if you take away the 20% discount, you know you're paying 80% for the suit. Yeah. So you write 80% equals £160. So 100% is, and we do it in proportion. So you know when you have 2 toys cost £5, what would 4 toys cost? And we always say, oh, look, I've times it by 2. Yeah. But where it's not possible to say what you've times it by, you can easily go 4 divided by 2, which will still give you 2, and then times 5, and you get your 10. Okay? Yeah, and you can see the rhythm there. That divided by that times that. Okay? So we go that divided by that times that. And it's just so flexible, and it works so well regardless of what you're asked, whether you're asked to find the original price, whether you're asked to find the discount. Yeah. The multiplier way, you started with that 160%, so you know the original price has been multiplied by 0.8 to get 160. So the other way, you'd be dividing it by 0.8. Yep, so you go 160 divided by 0.8 and you get 200. Yeah. I only use multipliers when they ask me to increase or decrease a number by a percentage. Yeah, so if they said, 50, increase 50 by 20%, so then you'd say, I've got my 100% plus my 20%. Yeah, so that's, increase by 20. Yeah, so then I'd say 50 times 1.2. Yeah. If they said decrease it by 20%, then I'd say it's 50 times 100 minus 20 is 80%, so that would be 0.8. Yeah, so multipliers are really, really good. No, I like multipliers, but usually only when you're increasing or decreasing by something. All right, otherwise, my way. All right, okay, let's do some questions. Jonathan's weekly pay this year is £960. This is 20% more than his weekly pay last year. Okay, so then you know that's 120%. And Tess says, this means Jonathan's weekly pay last year was £768. Tess is wrong. Explain why. Okay, so let's try and work it out. So we know 120% is 960. So what's 100%? Yeah, this is a classic non-calculator paper because you can tell you've multiplied by 8 there. Yeah, so you multiply that by 8 and you've got 800. Yeah, so you don't in a non-calculator it'd be difficult to do 100 divided by 120 times 960. Okay, so you can see the connection that way. All right, so it was 800. How on earth did Tess get 768? What the workings here was, it was took 20% off the 768, but here you can see it was taking the 20% of the 120%. Yeah, so we needed to take 20% of the 100%. Yeah, to get to the 960. So that would give you 192. 20% of the 960, so that was the 120%. And then if you do the 960 minus the 192, would give you the 768. Yeah, so you can tell it wasn't supposed to be 20% of the 120%. It was supposed to be 20% of the original price. Yeah, because you can see 20% of that would be 160. Okay, and that's the difference between those two. All right, cool. Okay, Katie goes to work by train. The cost of her weekly train ticket increases by 12.5% to that. Work out the cost of her weekly train ticket before this increase. So again, it's a nice simple one. So you know that's 112.5%. So you go 112.5% is 225. So 100% is that divided by that times that. Okay? And that gives you a nice round sum of £200. Okay? Now look at the wording on this one. It says the price of all rail tickets increased by 4%. Yeah? The price of a rail ticket increased by. So here, that is not your 104%, it's actually your 4. Because it increased by 4% and it says increased by £120, £21.60. So that is your 4%. So when you want to work out the price before the increase, you say 4% is £121.60. So 100% is that divided by that times that, which would give you 3,040. All right, so be really careful with these words because we're just so used to doing it this way that it wants to sort of catch you out. Yeah, it's trying to figure out if you're just clever or clever and smart. Yeah, all right. Okay, next question. Ying eats some yogurt. The yogurt contains 192 milligrams of calcium. This is 16% of the total amount that Ying should have each day. Yeah? So can you tell that is the 16%? Yeah, because she's actually taking only 16% of the total amount that she should have. Okay, so 16% is 192. So 100% is that divided by that times that, and you get 1,200 grams of milligrams. Okay, yeah, good. So read the question. Jason opened an account at Matt's Watch Bank. Sorry. Okay. Matt's Watch Bank interest rate was 4%. After 1 year, the bank paid him interest. The total amount in his account was then £1,976. So you can tell that is your 104%. So this is a nice simple one. Yeah? So 104% is 1,976. So 100% is that divided by that times that, and you get 1,900. Yeah, and always just check that it is lower than that. Yeah, okay. Can you see if you get a question like this in an exam, you suddenly it's like having time out because it's such a question with rhythm. You find you're actually having a break before you have to start thinking again. Yeah, so it's a real soothing question to have in between all the hard questions. Yeah, don't you agree? Okay, last question. The price of all rail season tickets to London increased by 6%. Just change it from 4 to 6 because we had 4% in the last question. Okay, the price of a rail season ticket increased by £122.40. Okay, so you can tell the 6% is £122.40 because it increased by that and it increased by that. Yeah, okay. Work out the price before this increase. So we've got 6% equals £122.40. So 100% equals, say it with me, that divided by that times that, and you get 2040. Okay, so that was the price before this increase. After the increase, the price of a rail season ticket from Newport to London was that. So now the increase is still the 6%, so that's 106%. Okay, so again, we're going to try and find the 100%. So 106% equals £2,932.80. So 100% equals that divided by that times that. Yeah, and you get 2766.79. Remember, always put it to 2 decimal places because it's money, so don't get carried away with your numbers. All right, good. That's all for now. I hope that was helpful and easy to understand. It's quite a nice, simple topic. So just practice these questions again and again. And once it registers, you'll feel oh so clever. And you get that smile in your exam, and it's so soothing, and it'll be one of your favorite topics. Yeah? Okay. Keep practicing and work hard, and I'll see you in my next video. And remember, you're in control. Take care. Until next time. Bye.